You don't have to think fast food when you hear the phrase chicken cordon bleu, but our Katie Lee is here to show us how to create a great family dinner in just 15 minutes, maybe even less, right?
Really, 15 minutes is pretty generous with this one. It's my fastest, easiest, tastiest meal for dinner.
All right.
Perfect for a Wednesday night like tonight.
That's it. And this is very doable, and we're going to start with some, looks like boneless chicken breasts.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, but we're going to jazz them up a bit.
Yep.
I've got it in a plastic baggie here. I want you to take out all your aggression and pound it real thin.
Everybody needs one of these. I mean, they really do need.
A meat mallet is a great tool, but you know, if you don't have one, you can just take your skillet and bang it on there.
Well, you know what? An iron skillet would work just as well.
Just
it might even be a few less. Yep.
So you want to
make this nice and flat,
and that way it's going to cook really quickly. So
like that.
We've got
I mean,
some
take serious minutes off of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So what I've done, I've put each one on a little piece of parchment paper.
Right.
And that's going to be our tool. So
which may be the key thing in all kitchens in America.
I use parchment paper so much.
Everything.
It makes cleanup easy, everything. Okay, Harry, take a basil leaf.
I got a basil leaf.
Put it right on top,
right.
just like that.
Okay.
Easy so far.
All right.
Okay, a piece of prosciutto on top.
That's some good-looking prosciutto.
So good, right? Okay, it goes right on there.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do, I've got my skillet nice and hot over here.
Right.
You're just going to take your piece of parchment paper and smack it down.
Smack down. It's parchment smack down on the early show. Here we go.
And that's going to make that prosciutto just kind of melt into the chicken.
Right.
And get nice and crispy. Smack yours in there.
Yeah.
Oh, stick in. There you go. There we go. Nice.
All right, that's better. All right, good job.
Okay, so while that cooks, it's just going to go about 3 minutes on that side.
Wow.
And that's it.
And then that's it? And it goes all the way through the prosciutto and through the chicken, too?
We'll get to that. Just let it have this part first.
I'm sorry.
You're always getting ahead of me, Harry.
All right, what's next?
Now, polenta, you think of that as something that's kind of labor-intensive. Traditionally, it takes about an hour to cook.
Right.
But we're going to use instant.
Oh.
So it's perfect, for a weeknight. Boil your water.
Dump it in.
And just dump it in.
And what is that?
That's going to take about 3 minutes to cook up. So you just give it a stir, and you know, you can add anything you like to this.
See, I was going to say, because all by itself, it's not...
Herbs, cheese. Now, turn that down for me. It's going a little high.
Okay.
Back there, yeah. Very good.
Got it.
Okay. So we got to have some greens. Swiss chard is really yummy. It's really healthy, and it's
crazy healthy.
This is going crazy over here. This is getting really hot. Good.
All right.
Good thinking. I got one already cooked anyway.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right. So I've heated up some oil.
Yeah.
Going to add some garlic.
That
I know you love garlic, Harry. Give that a stir for me.
All right, Bob.
And some red pepper flakes for a little heat.
You know what? That's another one of the key ingredients is the pepper flakes. You just keep them on, just shoot them in every once in a while for whatever.
I love that. Adds a lot of flavor.
Like
and
it a lot.
Some raisins. I like raisins with greens because it takes away the bitterness to have that bit of sugar. And I've chopped up my stems. You don't have to throw those out of the Swiss chard.
Yeah.
And you're going to let that cook for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then
kind of let this cook down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then just really what you're just trying to do is get this basically warm.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, now let's move back to our chicken.
All right, move it back to the chicken.
So you get it to the point where it's done.
Yeah.
And you flip it over, just like that.
Yep.
Now put a piece of provolone on it. That's where it gets really good, right?
Yep.
Okay, top
You flip it again?
Nope, put it on there.
All right.
Come on.
We're running out of time. We're running out of time.
Okay, let's get it out of the oven over here.
We'll switch it out,
We'll switch it out. I've got one in the oven that's all done. About 3 minutes in the oven, just until that cheese gets nice and melted. Delicious, right? I'm going to plate one up for you. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that.
This
you
is
have
pretty
a really
easy.
good gourmet dinner.
All right.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Let's get you a fork.
Get me a fork and get me a taste.
Cut you a bite of it.
And I got to say, if you want to look at these recipes, all you need to do is go to our website. That is earlyshow.cbsnews.com.
What's the verdict? Good? I want a bite too.
Too hot.
Give me.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.